This is The Scoop for Thursday.
I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines. The St. Pete City Council is set to vote today on whether to formally terminate a failed Tampa Bay Rays ballpark deal. 10 Tampa Bay reports it comes at a precarious time for the team as talks surrounding a potential sale. If approved, it would terminate an agreement between the city, the Rays, and development partner Hines, ultimately dissolving plans tied to the project. The Florida Parent-Teacher Organization has joined advocates and school districts around the nation in suing the U.S. Department of Education for over $6 billion in withheld funds. As WMNF's Chris Young reports, the blocked funds mean a loss of $396 million for Florida schools and cuts to important programs for all students.
The funds were supposed to go towards teacher training, migrant education grants, and English language classes, a program Florida PTA President-elect Jude Bruno says he benefited from as a child.
I myself at the elementary level was in the ESOL program as a U.S. citizen because there was a second language spoken at home, and it was important for me to understand the nuances so that I can be as successful as my counterparts.
The Florida PTA is one of many advocates in school districts to join the suit filed this week in Rhode Island. They're seeking a motion for immediate relief via court order. Pinellas County is losing $9 million. According to the Tampa Bay Times, Superintendent Kevin Hendricks said there are 47 employees funded from the grant that do essential work for students and teachers. Bruno says he expects the lawsuit to take some time and encourages Floridians to contact their representatives in D.C. and ask to get the funds released. Chris Young, WMNF News.
Forever chemicals have been found in Temple Terrace's public water system. As WMNF's Madison Overmeyer reports, 2 of them exceeded EPA limits.
Like other cities, Temple Terrace conducted a required test on its public water system earlier this year. PFOA and PFOS, 2 major PFAS compounds, were found to be over the EPA limits. PFAS are a group of man-made chemicals that are linked to multiple health risks, including cancer, thyroid disease, and liver damage. These chemicals have been used since the 1940s and have been continuously found in a wide variety of products, like nonstick cookware, firefighting foam, and dental floss. James Ferraro Jr., a Florida attorney, says many public water systems in Florida are in the same position as Temple Terrace, but it might not be the fault of the cities.
Who put these chemicals there? And you got to remember this, and where this is where the attention and the focus needs to be is on the chemical manufacturers. The companies that made and distributed these chemicals, they're the responsible parties here. So that's why the litigation is important, is to go after those entities which need to pay the price for these chemicals showing up in our environment.
The city has until 2031 to follow EPA regulations by keeping PFOA and PFOS levels under 4 parts per trillion. Carlos Bahia, the city manager, says they have a webpage dedicated to PFAS filled with information that is continuously being added, including results from new tests.
I can tell you right now, I just like to reassure folks that the water meets all Florida drinking water standards today, and that we, with the filtration system that we're working towards, that will be a solution.
Temple Terrace's website says the city's water services consultant, CHA, is evaluating and will recommend a PFAS filtration and treatment solution. It's expected to be presented to the City Council in the fall. For WMNF News, I'm Madison Overmeyer.
Bay Area Dream Defenders will be holding a press conference today at 4:30 outside of St. Pete City Hall, calling on Mayor Ken Welch as well as the St. Pete City Council to provide funding for the Save Our Streets campaign in the 2026 budget. Since 2022, members of the group have been working with people in the communities most affected by gun violence in St. Pete. The Save Our Streets campaign came together to demand expanded funding and availability of youth programming and what they call community engagement specialists, who go into the community and proactively support families by ensuring everyone has the resources they need to thrive in the city. It's going to be partly sunny with a high of 92 today and a 60% chance for some afternoon storms. Lows tonight will be in the upper 70s. Friday, we'll see a high of 93 and a 40% chance of rain. I'm Lisa Marzilli with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.